here at the Manning Conference with Alissa Golob. She's with Campaign Life Coalition, and you guys are normally political on the issue of life and abortion, but you're doing something different. You're about to start a cross-Canada campaign that targets one specific politician. Tell us about that.
Well, for the first time in a very long time, we actually have a leader in Justin Trudeau that pro-lifers can unify against. Because he is so extreme on the abortion position, pro-lifers and social conservatives cannot vote for him. And the pro-life movement was comprised of a lot of liberals, but now because of his positions on abortion, saying that you can't even be nominated or pass the nomination process if you are at any point pro-life, makes the pro-life movement want to go get out there, rise up the grassroots movement, and get them on the streets campaigning against him.
Yeah, a lot of people don't associate the Liberals and pro-life anymore, but at one point there was a whole group called Liberals for Life. It was a major group, and in fact the Liberals changed their nomination rules to be able to stop that back in the Chrétien years.
And Justin Trudeau went against his word. He said that he would hold open nominations, and then right after the March for Life said that no pro-lifer would be allowed in the Liberal Party. He said any pro-lifers that exist in the Liberal Party must vote pro-choice on any bills, and he calls himself a resolutely pro-choice leader. So he is a leader that pro-lifers can unify against, which is exactly what we're doing with our No to Trudeau campaign. We're heading out on a cross-country speaking tour. We're hitting 22 locations across the country, and it's a young man and a young woman, myself, going across the country, which is also an interesting point because Justin Trudeau is known as this leader that young people love, when in fact more and more of the younger generation are pro-life, and therefore they do not support Justin Trudeau in this upcoming election.
Well, I do want to point out once again, Justin Trudeau and I are the same age. Everyone keeps saying he's a young man. No, we're middle-aged. But let me ask you about this. Campaign Life Coalition has very strong Catholic roots. There is a tradition of Catholics voting Liberal in this country. Until recently, that was the default position. Is that part of why you're doing this, making sure that that segment of the voting population realizes what they're supporting when they support Justin Trudeau?
Absolutely. I mean, Justin Trudeau speaking at Catholic high schools and saying openly on a regular basis that he is Catholic definitely sends a message to pew-sitting Canadians that they should vote for him because of that. So that's another reason why we are doing this campaign, to show what his true policies are, that they are completely anti-Catholic and that he doesn't follow the traditions of the Catholic Church at all.
No, in fact, he's called Catholic teachings on issues such as life. Was the word repulsive or repugnant? I can never remember.
I think it was repugnant, and he also said that the church was run by old white men.
Okay. I don't know when being old or being white became a bad thing, but this is, the reverse racism of the day, I suppose. We're all supposed to be tolerant and inclusive unless you have certain qualities. Okay, so what are you going to be doing on this tour? Are you speaking to youth groups? Are you speaking to church groups? What are you doing?
We're speaking to anyone who doesn't want to see Justin Trudeau become the next Prime Minister of Canada. And we're asking Canadians not just to vote against Justin Trudeau, but to actually campaign against him, which means getting out on the street. We're going to be delivering 1 million postcards. It's the largest pro-life campaign in the history of Canada. We're also going to be asking them to do phone calls to build up our Get Out the Vote database and to pro-life for their local politician that isn't Liberal. All
right, so that would lead a lot of people to believe that you are essentially running a pro-conservative campaign. Conservatives have not always been friends of the pro-life movement in terms of voting. Prime Minister Harper blocking certain votes. Are you running a vote conservative campaign?
No, we're not. We're running a vote pro-life candidate campaign, but because of Justin Trudeau's extreme position on abortion and Thomas Mulcair's extreme position on abortion, sometimes the conservative candidate is the only candidate left. But we are not in any way associated with the Conservative Party or telling people to vote conservative. We are just telling people to vote pro-life.
All right, where can people find out more?
www.nototrudeau.ca.
All right, there you have it. Alissa Golob, Campaign Life Coalition, No to Trudeau. Tell us what you think. More to come.